Witchwork Staff. You kept mentioning this weapon and I just didn't get it. Why would anyone use this in solo PvP? This is a weapon for group content. I had to see for myself. So I took it to mists and black zones and kept testing until I got 100 kills. The results? A select few of these fights I will break down for you. All of them were done in cheap 5.1 sets, and as you will see, the weapon shines in the open world and is a pretty good kiter. Enjoy! This carving sword player has 250 IP advantage over me. When fighting swords, I like to swap my boots to rejuvenating sprint. Royal March just takes too long to kick in. I poke them from a distance and I'm trying my best to dodge their W. When I see them pop their boots, I match them with mine. At this point they still have 500 more HP than me, yet they decide to go for a full reset. And now we simply do the entire dance all over again. I try to poke them from a distance. They walk towards me menacingly. Once they pop their shoes, I match them with mine. This time they realize that they will have to use their E to close the distance, which is a good move, so I use my W to space away. My E is yet another kiting tool in my arsenal. I'm sure that they would like to go for another full reset right now. However, this time my boots will come online in time, so I will get to use them to damage them somehow. Receiving damage will prevent them from resetting. This time they catch me, so I use my cowl to bop them away, denying their stalker jacket. They completely waste their helmet, so now I am free to pop my mercenary jacket, knowing that I will get to heal from them almost completely. They get to pop my Abi buff as I drink my resist potion, which would normally be a mistake. However, this time it doesn't matter. All I have to do now is catch them up and collect my paycheck. Unfortunately, the sword trashed. I heard that somebody is fighting in this camp, so I popped my boots and I just YOLO'd inside. At this point I'm not sure who is here, and it turns out to be a Bloodmoon, which is 2 tiers above me. When fighting Bloodmoons I like to keep my distance. Bloodmoons have a mobility problem, so kiters are not their favorite matchup. This mob pushes me towards them, so I bop them away with my cowl. You can see them attacking the mob. They do this to lifesteal and heal themselves. Of course I'm a much more juicy target for this. They switch to me and I do my best to keep my distance here. The Bloodmoon can use these imps, which have just been summoned, to gain more stacks and turn on me. This is unfortunate, so I pop every healing I have and try to get myself out of this situation. I use my blink to space away and dodge their Helion jacket completely. Once again they start healing from the mobs, so I poke them from a distance and pop them away once they get too close. I see them drinking their resistance potion here, so I hold on with my E. My plan is to time it perfectly, which I fail. This ends up costing me the match. Just one auto attack would be enough to finish them off. But it was a good fight, GG. This Battleaxe is almost 200 IP above me. I am not discouraged by this, however, because Battleaxes are a very good matchup. I use my Duskweaver helmet to slow them down and for the extra damage, but I do not blink to them. I don't want to close the distance. Once they turn to me, I run away and kite. Here I do a mistake. I use Enigma Blade, but their cowl is still up and soaks a quarter of the damage. I should have just waited the extra second. I pop a resistance potion the moment they are on me, because I know they want to start rolling. It's too bad that I cannot use my Duskweaver helmet while they are invisible. Notice that I don't use the blink after my Enigma Blade. That is because using Blink prolongs the cooldown by a little bit, and I'm hoping to use this W again in this fight. This time I weighed out their cowl correctly. I out-sustained them with my mercenary jacket, and because I didn't blink before, I can use my W to finish them off. On the edge of my screen, I see as this Heron Spear passes me by. I wonder where they might be going. I can already hear them fighting in the distance. I'm rushing in with my boots. I'm hoping to catch them with their pants down. Unfortunately, I draw the aggro of all these mobs with my cape, and I use my W when trying to catch up. At this point, my element of surprise is gone, and they are at a good spot to start fighting, so they do. They start by popping their Stalker jacket, to which I respond with my Guardian helmet. This is a gambit of sorts, as Guardian helmet is better at low HP, but I'm hoping to use it twice this fight. I drink my resistance potion to survive this next roll. They are waiting it out, hoping to finish me with their Impaler. Luckily, I dodge it and win this very close fight. I pass this Lifetouch Staff. If only there was a way of predicting where they might be going next. I swap my headpiece to energy regain because a Lifetouch Staff can easily out-sustain basically anything. If I listen closely, I can already hear it fighting with the mobs. So I rush in with my boots to say hi. It's important that I damage them as soon as possible, which will prevent them from mounting up. At this point it's kind of a DPS check, which is something that the Witchwork doesn't excel at. Basically I just have to eat through their sustain. Holy Staffs have terrible mobility and they won't be able to run away, but theoretically they could be able to out-sustain me and wear me down. They hide in the cleric robe, so I use this time to get some extra mana, and I'm back to the DPS check. In retrospect, it might have been smarter from me to not waste the blink on my Enigma Blade, as this increases the cooldown of the ability by a bit. I think I realized it around this time, because this next Enigma Blade I don't waste by blinking pointlessly. Witchwork does pretty well against Battleaxes, which is great because the open world is full of them. If I don't want them to dodge my E, I can combo it with my cowl like this. After missing my W, I tried to zone away with Royal Boots, which gives them an opportunity to hit me with both of their E's for free. They are playing it pretty well so far. They are even on the correct W, which is the dash. Dash is the correct response against Arcane Staffs.
I just need to know what's on your mind.
They dodge my E and cowl combo pretty nicely. Once again, my Royal Boots give them 3 hits on both of their E's. I use my Mercenary Jacket to heal up, and they kite away from it, which I actually like. This is good for me because they create a nice distance between us, which I can use to poke them from. But perhaps they are waiting for their W to come back online and catch me up with it. They dodge my next E, and in doing so they create more distance between us, which stay close with their W, so I bop them away. I miss my W, which is my best spell. And now they are finally on top of me and start brawling. A little bit late because my mercenary jacket is just about to come back online. So after I wait out their jacket, I pop mine and get my health back. Now they attempt an escape, but trying to run away from royal boots is like trying to run away from your shadow. I even help them escape by missing my combo. And this might actually be a problem, because this helps their E to come back online, and with their E they can heal up and maybe even outbrawl me. Luckily for me, they are just running around like a headless chicken, throwing away their last chance of winning this. Here's a fight against a Dagger Pair. I see that they are not on much mobility, so I swap my helmet for the defensive alternative. We both miss our W and I get a few free hits. Dagger Pair is a hit and run weapon. What they do is they try to stack up on the Assassin Spirit charges, and once they have 3 of them, they try to close the gap with Shadow Edge and do big damage with their E. So what I'm doing is I try to be as annoying as possible, because once they get the 3 charges, they have a few seconds before they wear off and they'll have to start all over again. Despite my best effort, they hit me, but I managed to pop defensive just before receiving the big damage. Now they go for the run, so I chase and try to get some damage of my own. As soon as they pop their Inferno Shield, I know I don't want to brawl anymore, so I kite back again, and I keep a close eye at their stacks. I know that once they are at 3, they will try to hit the Shadow Edge, so I'm dodging it. I see them walk towards me, so I smash my helmet and soak the big damage again. And now I just hit them on their way out. I'm worried that they will go full running now, so I have a brilliant idea. My plan is to let them hit their next Shadow Edge and do the big damage. I will still have my mercenary jacket, so I will get my HP back, and that way I will bait them to staying close to me, so that I will get to finish them once they run away. It's safe to say that they did not expect me to just stand in place and face tank their big damage. So their Shadow Edge would make perfect sense had I tried to dodge it, but I was just standing in place. But somehow I get to finish them anyway. You can find more fights, guides and PvP tips on my channel. Thanks for watching, bye bye!